Welcome to Beyond the Quantum Biopharma Lawsuit, an exclusive video series production of AGORACOM, in which we speak to multiple investors who have suffered financial and emotional losses stemming from a $700 million lawsuit filed by Quantum Biopharma alleging that CIBC World Markets, RBC Dominion Securities, and others engage in market manipulation in the share price of the biopharmaceutical company that was once valued at nearly $1 billion. In this exclusive series, Quantum Biopharma, which was previously known as FSD Pharma, trade under the symbol HUGE, HUGE, has invited shareholders to come forward to share their personal stories with their fellow investors in order to help build an even stronger case, as well as encourage others to step forward. Today, we're happy to welcome Edwin Lukach to the series. Edwin, welcome.
Thanks for having me, George.
Thank you for being here. We know this has been a difficult deal for you and many other investors, and I thank you and I applaud you for the courage to share your stories with the world. First question for you is, tell us why, at the outset, why you first started investing in Quantum Biopharma or HUGE, depending on when you're investing, and how optimistic you felt about your investment in the future of the company.
Sure, George. Well, I was a early investor. Actually, goes back to 2019 when FSD first kind of started out, and it was really based on securing the building in Coburg and building out medical cannabis facility, and it seemed to be very state of the art. That's when things started to legalize in Canada from a marijuana perspective, and so it was really exciting, and we saw a lot of development and investment go into that. Initially bought in, as I said, 2019, and invested as we went through to about 2022.
So I'm assuming you like the development of the company. No company's perfect, but you're happy with the development of the company, how it's moving forward. So did you often find yourself feeling confused, maybe perplexed about the fact that the stock price seemed to be going in the opposite direction of what the company is otherwise going in?
Yeah, it was very perplexing, George. I mean, initially when we invested, the stock was trending in the right way, and I met the management team, and everything, everything was very positive as far as the business plan and the strategy. So we then started to see the stock continually drop, and it looked like the balance sheet was looking pretty healthy, and so yeah, we were certainly perplexed, and sort of as a result, I stayed with it and kept averaging down, as they speak, and here we are.
How much, if you don't mind me asking, we ask everybody, but you can be as forthright as you want. How much of your investment did you lose during that relevant period from January 1st, 2020 to middle of August 2024?
Over 237,000 Canadian dollars, George. So quite significant for sure.
Yeah, that's a big amount for anyone, Edwin. I don't care who you are. That's a big amount for anyone. I'm sorry to hear of that quantity of loss. How did that, and this may be the hardest part, but how did that impact you personally or your life, or hopefully, not too much of an impact, but did it have an impact on your life?
Oh, absolutely, George. I mean, that's our retirement, for myself and my kids, and not having a pension and working in the private sector, it certainly hurts. So being 55 years old now, it's you're in scramble mode as far as trying to claw things back. So it's been quite devastating, really, mentally for sure. And so it's taken a huge toll. That's for sure.
What was your reaction? Because I'm sure as the stock price continued, the market value continued to fall. A lot of investors have expressed that they were really concerned with the company and the management and so on and so forth. They didn't know who to blame, what was going on. What was your reaction to the allegations in the lawsuit filed by Quantum Biopharma against the banks and other entities there?
Yeah, I was quite shocked, George. I didn't really think that existed. I mean, if it did, then I would have probably rethought, my investment strategies. But yeah, I was really blown away. I mean, you don't see this in the media. So when it was brought to my attention, I, certainly started to read up on it, and was amazed that that type of loophole exists.
What would be your message to the banks, the regulators, the politicians? What would be your message to, now that you've gone through this process and unfortunately suffered financial loss and personal loss? What would be your message to everybody?
Yeah, well, I think they have to stop all this corruption. I mean, we've seen this time and time again. Yeah, I mean, my message is certainly that this has to stop, and there's tons of this that is going on in the markets, and again, it threw me off guard. I mean, I thought my investments would be more so protected than that, and see their course in terms of day to day business decisions and valuations, and just it was terrible. It's terrible.
Um, a little ending on a little bit of positive note. Were you happy to see that Zishan and the company filed this lawsuit and are fighting on behalf of you and the company? And does that give you some optimism there?
It certainly does, and I've actually met some of the gentlemen and the executive team at FSD Quantum. Great people, great business people, and really look out for their shareholders. So I completely believe in them, and I believe in this lawsuit. So anything that I can do to help, I'm there for them.
Well, the great thing is by helping the company, you potentially can help yourselves and other shareholders. And it is my sincerest wish that you and I are going to be doing another one of these interviews again in the next, year or two, depending on how this all plays out time-wise, in which, we're celebrating some kind of justice, hopefully on behalf of Quantum Biopharma and the shareholders. But I want to thank you today for sharing your story, and can't wait to have you back for brighter days, Edwin.
I appreciate it, George. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The information discussed in this interview pertains to allegations that have been made in a legal filing. These allegations have not been proven in court, and all parties are presumed innocent until proven otherwise. This content is for informational purposes only and does not constitute legal or investment advice.
Smash that like button, drop us a comment, and share it to fire up that engagement algo so other investors can discover this company.